to From My Journal with Feyifaye. So it's the month of love, right? And we're talking about relationships today. Uh, for me, it's a long one coming, right? I've had to grow into learning who I was and what are my needs are in relationships. We're in the relationship month, and it's a good thing to dive into it. Relationship is the core of human being thriving. There is a story that says that if you have a newborn baby and you just feed it and take care of it, just feed it and clothe it, it was not going to survive. It's not going to survive. So we human beings thrive on relationships, having interrelated interactions with each other. Makes us thrive as human beings. But we're talking about love, so let's dive right into it. Uh, the core of romantic relationships involves a lot of things like your love languages, your level of intimacy, so many things are all interrelated into romantic relationships. But before we get to all that, to have an healthy relationship, it starts with you, with yourself, right? If you don't have a healthy relationship, you will not pick the right partners that will be good for you or that you have an healthy dynamic. Um, that's why doing the inner work comes in. Sometimes you don't even know that you need to do the inner work until you get into relationships, right? Um, it's it's a mirror. Relationships are mirrors to us. They mirror us. They mirror back to us who we are and who we want to be, what we want and what we don't want. Sometimes you be in a relationship and realize, oh, this is not what I want to. This is not the kind of person you want to spend the rest of your life with. And sometimes you're in relationships that uplift you, makes you become a better person. So let's talk about let's dive right into this conversation. Before you get into the relationship, maybe you will first be dating, right? You have to date before you get into a relationship, right? So what's the dating scene like? You tell me, let me know. You guys should share your experiences in the comment section. Dating now and 10 years ago is not the same. So like I was pretty young in my early 20s, so dynamic then. And I've spoken about this in the audio one of the podcasts in season 2 or maybe 1 about relationships. Is your spec are you your spec? That's the title of that one. You should go listen to it. I think it's in season 2. Are you your spec? But now in the world of dating that's related to dynamics like what's it called, when you use an app, online dating. How do people, how do you navigate this? I'm not gonna lie, I've tried it 1 or 2 just to see what's there, but there's so many success stories on Bumble Inch that we see on social media. Maybe one of these days I'm gonna invite them over, or we could have like an online session where they can share their success stories. It gives a lot of people hope. People who that's their dynamic, who loves that. Me, I'm a bit old fashioned. Like, boy meets girl, girl meets boy, walk up to someone high. But the thing is now, it's now different. You don't have to wait for someone to walk up to you before you say hi, or you don't have to wait before you make your intentions known. The question is, how do you make your intentions known? That's the thing. In the olden days, my grandparents or my aunties, or no, let me say my aunties, because my aunties are no, don't let me say olden days, let me say grandparents' parents. The dynamic was different then. What they would do then is like get introduced to and stuff like that. Now that the dynamic is changed now, women also, so many people shoot their shots in DMs. Social media has been a very great platform. People shoot their shot. People had really reached out to me once, 1 or 2, 3 times on social media, and we became good friends after that. So there's so many, the options are now limitless. The question is, are they effective? Are they effective, and how can you make these tools effective for you if you're actively looking for dating for a long-term partnership, marriage, and things like that? These are the things you should, put into consideration. And you have to be careful out there as well. Not everybody that says that they are who they are. So you have to put yourself out there at the same time. Be careful and cautious of the people you interact with. So you don't have to end up giving your own personal information about your life to a stranger who can harm you. So it's good to be careful out there. So let's dive into love languages. So for years, the dynamic of relationships that are from where I'm from is most likely like someone sees a girl and they ask her out by asking if you hello would like them to be friends, or would you like to go out for a drink or something, or a meal, and then take it up from there, or a park and stuff like that. And then when the relationship gravitates into a full-blown relationship, love languages wasn't something really I grew up with. It was something I learned in the past few years after realizing that in some relationships, you might not be asking for your needs while you're even giving a lot of your emotional availability and your, how would I put it? So you're giving and you're not getting enough. You're getting breadcrumbs. So if you're not aware of your needs, you might not even be aware whether you're being served breadcrumbs in relationships, and that can go on and on till God knows when. Anyway, so we have so many love languages. Some people are people of affirmation, words of affirmation. Some people are acts of service. I think there are 5. You check them out. You Google them and check them out. I think now they have even extended from 5 to 7 or something like that. There is word of affirmation. There is acts of service. There is a lot. And I've been coming to know, and the thing is, some people are like their spectrum is high on one side, and some people's what's the word, love language is a bit of everything. For me, I feel like I'm a bit of more of maybe 3 of 2 and less of maybe 2, but it depends on what dynamic I am in. But it's very important to know your partner's love language as well. You need to know your partner's love language, because how would they feel loved if you are not speaking or acting in their love language? So the reason why relationship die, one of the reasons why relationship die in this day and age and even in the past, is because we please our partners in our own love languages, so they're not getting it. So you're an act of service guy or an act of service girl, and you do things around the house or you do things for your partner, but your partner is a word of affirmation person, guy or girl. So you don't speak words into them. They're not going to feel loved, even though you're an act of service person. You take them out on this, you do this for them, but you don't speak words of affirmation to them. They're not going to feel loved. So we need to understand that we need to speak languages that our partners understand, love languages, and then we hope to also get partners who understand our love languages, and that's where communication comes in. Communication is the core ingredient for any relationship, whether platonic or romantic. And how do you have good communication? Good communication skills does not come just like that. It comes with experience, it comes with learning, it comes with so many other things in between. But if two people are willing to have an healthy relationship, then it's very much possible, right? Very much possible. It's just there's so many right now. There's information is at our fingertips, right? We can get a coach. We can get experts in this field. You could go to read books. You could go to as a team. Explore. Just sit down and communicate. Also, communication is not only the thing. Comprehension also matters. You can be communicating all your life to someone who does not comprehend you. so that you don't end up spending your whole life speaking to someone who does not comprehend what you say. It's better we. That's where the dating scene comes in. That's where you need to shuffle to see and shuffle between conversations. I did not say shuffle between people. Oh, don't get me wrong. Shuffle between conversations, and well, if you shuffle between conversations and you realize this person you can't comprehend, then why are you doing that to yourself? Why are you being in that kind of relationship with that kind of person? Right? Every relationship has its own challenges. 100%. Every relationship has its own challenges. No, there's no perfect relationship. It's just two imperfect people who choose or have chosen to do life in a perfect way. So when challenges comes, how can you be kind? There's one thing, if if you have challenges, but some people are kind people, or you can learn to be kind if you're not throwing shade. But we all should be kind people, so much more that when people are hurting, like when there's disagreement, we should still be able to show kindness. Like, for example, if your spouse or your partner is on a trip and you had a disagreement, at least be sure they go home safe. That's kindness. If you are the person that makes breakfast in at home and you have a disagreement with your partner, still make the breakfast. The fight will solve itself, but the memory of the breakfast you didn't make will last a long time. If you get what I mean, right? So it's also good to discuss common challenges in relationships. Like every relationship dynamic is different. So what works with A might not work for B. What works for B might not work for C. And we should also remember that public display of this. What's wrong with my English today? Public display of affection once in a year, just to prove that you love your partner, is I don't know. I feel like love should be celebrated every day. It's the little thing that counts, like picking up your kids from school, on unburdening your offloading the burden that your wife, your partner goes through challenges every day, like doing some laundry, cooking, cleaning. These things are not gender specific, but those are for like people who are long term partnerships. Someone could just think about you today and bring you lunch. You can also cook for your partner or friend. These are just examples. It does not. There's nothing set in stone, right? But you could write a note if they're words of affirmation person. You could buy a candle if they're a gift. If their love language is gifting. Yeah, like what I was saying. Like I have a bit of everything. I love a bit of. I think I'm more into. I gift a lot, right? So I also do a bit of acts of service. I I would believe I'm a bit of words of affirmation because I do that for my friends as well. I'm always like giving in positive vibes, pushing my friends and family that they can do this, they can do that. Maybe that it means that I yes, I do appreciate when my family and friends do that for me as well. So so those are few things I'd like to discuss about relationships that we just discussed on the pod. I hope you did enjoy it. I hope you did enjoy it. Until the next episode, catch you later. Mwah. Oh, before I go, our cuties are here. All right, bye bye.